Hello world, hello YouTube, hello no one, because no one is watching, but that's fine. This is my first video, sort of, on my YouTube channel, which I've had for a while, and I've put up various editing videos and stuff like that. But this year, 2025, I've decided I am going to dive head first-ish, maybe feet first, into YouTube to see where it can take me, take my work, take my thoughts and ideas. Trying to be a bit more yes about my work. So yeah, I've even got a little. This is my notes. That's what I'm going to talk about. And the reason I'm going live, even though I don't have followers or anything like that, the reason I'm going live is I'm hoping that once you've done a live, it will then post as a video. But the idea is that I just want to get something going. Too often I get the phone, record something, hate it, delete it, and I never get anything done. So I thought this way, this way, there's no going back. So this is hence the name of the video. This is pulling the plaster off effectively. So my first note is intro. Tell you who I am. So I'm Gareth. I'm a portrait photographer, and I'm based in Royston in Hertfordshire in the UK. And I'm a portrait photographer, and I photograph children's portraits, as well as other things, but that's the area I like to focus on. Studio work as well as location, but I work where I am now is my studio space that gives me the ability to like photograph headshots, individuals, not very many people. It's not a big space, but it works for me. So that's who I am. That's what I do. What else? Why am I doing this? That's the next point. Why I'm doing this. So I've been a photographer since I left university 2008. I left, so whatever that is, with a bit of a career break in the middle, but photography's been pretty consistent since then. I studied at university photography, so even before then, really. So I've been doing it a long time, and obviously I follow a lot of people on YouTube. I watch a lot of content for education purposes, and a lot of it's really inspiring, and a lot of it I think can open a lot of doors for people that do it. And I'm trying this year to be a bit more yes with some of the things I've sat on the fence about, this being one of them. The truth is I don't actually know what this even looks like, what this is going to look like, what this channel is about. It sounds cringe even calling it a channel, to be honest. I'm used to doing short form stuff on socials like we all have to do, but yeah, I feel like this might be the place to at least ground my thoughts, videos, and ideas, and then from here branch it out to all the other places that things need to be posted. But I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if this is a channel about just behind the scenes stuff, just what I'm up to in case someone's interested, whether it's educational, because I quite enjoy helping others who are maybe starting their photography career or journey or hobby. I enjoy that a lot. So whether it's going to be that, or whether it's going to be, I said behind the scenes, gear focus. I find my attitude to photography falls quite down the middle. I love the gear side and the techie stuff, but I love the art side as well. So I sort of straddle both lanes of that. But yeah, it could be about what I use, the techniques and gear I use. Again, it might help someone who's out there, who's interested. The other reason I'm going live, and maybe this is the problem of going live, I can't remember if I've said this already, but I've thought about this for a long time. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know why I do know why I'm doing it, but I don't know the sort of what anchor point this YouTube world for me is yet. And the more I think about it, the more time passes thinking about it and not doing it. And 2025 for me was me saying, let's just do it. Just get on with it. Just start something. It might not look like this in 5 videos times. It might look like this forever. So hence why I've gone live. I've been going for 5 minutes now, and I'm just speaking, and it's pulling the plaster off. It's just getting on with it, to force me, before I have to go out the door to collect the children from school, forcing me just to get on with it. So that was my intro. That was my why for doing this. Who was the next point? Who am I? I've sort of said that already. Yeah, I'm a portrait photographer, and I love everything photography. I have shot weddings. I've shot a lot of weddings. I was a wedding photographer, up until now, where I'm actually paring back on that. This is the first outward place I've said that, other than to people close to me. But yeah, weddings is something I'm actually dialing down. Doesn't mean I won't shoot another wedding ever, but I did once think I was going to be a wedding photographer. That was my niche, or that was my area of photography that I was going to focus on. But having come from a studio portraiture background, that's where I cut my teeth in London. That's what I love doing. That's why I liked weddings, because they are people. Effectively, they're groups of people here, there, and everywhere. So you get that. You can scratch that itch, a little bit. But the truth is, it's studio work that I like doing. Studio lit, controlled photography, and I've spent quite a few years trying to keep my feet in numerous aspects of photography, and actually it can be quite hard on the bandwidth trying to straddle more than one lane. So I thought, well, why am I doing that and draining a lot of my energies, when actually I know the thing I love photographing, I know it, I do it already, so why not go hell for leather down that way? So that's why I would now say I'm a portrait photographer. I always have been, but now I'm exclusively a portrait photographer. But I love all things photography, so I'm always looking to explore different things. One of the new things I'm looking at the minute is getting back into is film photography. It's where I learned, being nearly 40. That's how I learned photography, was darkrooms film. Digital wasn't really a thing, wasn't established at all. So I went through the college university system in the darkrooms, and that was great, and I loved it. And then it just became too expensive and not really relevant to wanting to get a job when I came out of university. So put it on the back burner. But now I'm older, I'm really excited about getting back into it. So that's something I started last year, is building up the equipment that I lost or sold, trying to get things back, so I'm in a position where I can shoot some film, develop it at home, scan the negatives, and yeah, and enjoy that. So that's another thing I want to do this year. What else? I'm saying a lot of that's one of the rules that they say don't do. Having watched done it again. Having watched a few YouTube people on YouTube that advise people who are over 40 about starting a YouTube channel. Whilst I'm not over 40, I'm very nearly there. They say don't say and then all you do is say So on that note, this was me pulling the plaster off. It's been 9 minutes of me waffling on, but hey ho, that's it. That's what it's gonna be like. I don't think anyone's watched this, but I'm hoping that this then becomes a video. And if it doesn't, no one will ever know I've said that. But if it does, then I've learned something. So if you're watching this video or have come across it in your algorithm and have watched any of it, say hello. Put something in the comments, maybe. You'll be the first one. But thanks very much.